Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam and this is the Soul of Stella, and we are doing a reading today for blessings coming to Virgo's way, Sun, Moon, Rising. You can go back and watch other signs that resonate with you, or you can cross watch, but this is a timeless reading. I am recording this in December of 22. It's my Christmas present to you, being a new channel and all the support that I've gotten so far. So thank you very much. But whenever you see this reading is when the blessing is meant to find you. So blessings coming Virgo's way, please. Blessings coming Virgo's way, please. Only take what resonates. Don't let anything take from you, guys. Blessings. What blessings can Virgo expect? What blessings are coming through for Virgo? Holiday. That's all I kept hearing. Let's see what comes out. It might just be the timing that I'm recording this in that is coming through. Okay, overall energy is I let go and allow the universe to do her thing. I feel like the universe is inside of you as well, though. So I'm hearing that the universe is also wanting you to let go and do her thing. And we don't do gender, we do energy. So whichever way that rumbles. I love my food loves me. About nutrition here. Stillness is the key to success. Yeah, I feel like you need a break, definitely. When I feel blocked, emotionally distressed, or overwhelmed, I turn to my breath. Yeah, big meditation energy here. Big, like, sit in the bath and do nothing. Don't even listen to a podcast. Don't even put meditation music on. I feel like you need silence and stillness away from people. You're peopled out. And with the letting go, I'm just seeing like a bathtub and the water running out the drain, and it's like taking all your drains out with you, right? And when I was saying that, it was two. Your partner might be really draining you, or love in general might be really draining you at the moment. Could be self-love as well, because this I love my food loves me. There is possibly an unhealthy energy around what you are consuming at the moment. If you are watching this in the Christmas period, just be careful not to overindulge, find some balance, but also don't be too hung up on a specific regimen that you don't let yourself enjoy. Sometimes when we, I just heard subscribe. Sometimes when we subscribe to a certain set of rules, we actually, there's a rigidity that comes with that, and you can lose the enjoyment of something, and it actually has a more adverse effect. Not science, just, my opinion, or if it is science, let me know. But I do feel like you really need to get still, and that is where your success is going to come from. That is where you're going to remember who you are. That is where you're actually going to get the universe taking the reins, so you don't have to do as much. There was another group that felt a little bit like this, but this feels a little bit different in that it's there's something to do with your health. There's something to do with enjoyment. There's something to do with it's small things, like falling back in love with little routines. I feel falling back in love with meal times, even falling back in love with, this might even have to do with a date as well. I don't know why I keep saying falling back in love with, but it's like you need to get still. You need to let the universe take the reins. And the Santa's going to bring in a healthier relationship with self. Let's get some more clarity on this though. Virgo, blessings coming for Virgo. Can we get some more clarity on the blessings coming to Virgo, please, Spirit? Blessings coming to Virgo. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. The Hermit. I mean, you are very much a Queen of Pentacles. You're a hard worker, Virgo. You always have been, always will be. But I do feel like there's something that's kind of and this white rabbit is giving me like the universe is saying it's okay to go down the rabbit hole every once in a while. And that could be to do with food and enjoying food and allowing, right? But it's also like going down the rabbit hole. Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, balance. And you've been so busy, it's been hard for you to find this stillness because it's like juggling everything, right? But you also might have not had time for food because you are always on the go. You're such a stable worker. Your work ethic is beyond anything else, but you're sitting pretty in terms of finances coming into whenever you're watching this message, even though it does feel like you're balancing things out, even though it does feel like collaborations might not be going to plan. There is this stable, slow and steady wins the race kind of energy where you're putting down the swords, you're walking away from a fight, you're walking away from emotional baggage. It's giving you the strength to hold on, to let go of things, to get out of the cold and to come into the sun. That was a big journey down the rabbit hole right there, okay? So you might actually feel compelled to find stillness because your mind might be actually racing so far into the future about, and I just heard getting things done before the end of the year, getting things done to come into the next year prepared. I feel like time has been stolen from you here. And that's why you haven't had enough time to yourself. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is sitting here surrounded by roses, admiring her coin. Like, she's quite proud of the work that she's done. But the rabbit is kind of this distracted energy within her, I feel. It's at her feet. Her feet are itchy. She's getting itchy feet. She wants to go, like I said, holiday, holiday, holiday. She wants to go and just step off the throne for a while. Like, I want to get away from my responsibilities for just 2 seconds, put all the coins down because I'm not in a freaking circus right now. Like, I don't want to be juggling all the time. And actually, this thieving kind of energy is really time, like you've been time burgled, I feel. And it's stealing from you. It's taking from you. It's taking from your life force, your energy. And this is why stillness is the key to your success. You got to sneak away, I heard. You got to sneak away so that you can have some private time. Look, she's even closing the laptop. The Hermit is going within, having some quiet time, maybe having a self-care day, a mental health day, or maybe just going, F it, I'm taking this holiday. I'm taking leave. And people might be like, no, responsibility, not at this time of year, not now, we can't do it, we can't fit it in. But you need to fit it in because something's not balanced with this time as well. I just feel time. You need to speak up about this too. There needs to be balance and fairness within the workplace. And it could be like strategically that you need to put it out there and let the universe do its thing. But my phone just beeped. I do feel like this is a blessing in disguise. You're feeling like you need to sneak around to get private time, and it's like, I just heard robbing Peter to pay Paul, which is very much not a Virgo energy. You don't have to penny pinch, or you don't like to penny pinch. You really like to be stable and grounded and nurturing and safe, and a secure place for other people. And this mothering energy that is like a protector energy, a protector of the realm. I just heard mother of dragons, protector of the realm. I don't know, that just came to mind. It does feel like you're going against that to sneak away, but the universe is going to surprise you, I feel, and actually set some balance out for you, actually help you to become a master juggler, or just to give you this cave to hibernate in for a few days or a day or a week or whatever it is that you need. But I mean, she looks like she's in robes, right? She looks like she's either been in prayer and stillness, or she looks like she's just gotten out of bed and it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon and she doesn't give a rat's, right? And I love this for you because this is where you restore. You need to restore. And this is not something that comes naturally to you, but you know you need to do this. You know you need to do this. Even the thought of possibly like being alone could actually like terrify you. You might have had a hard time during ISO, but or you're having a hard time comprehending that you can step away and have this moment, but you do need to do it. You do need to do it. It's a challenge, but it's going to feel really good. Curiosity is at the bottom of the deck, but it was reversed. So I feel like you're curious about it. You just don't know how to make it happen. You know, you're like, oh, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited now. But then you've got forgiveness, Allura. I feel like this is self-forgiveness as well. Self-forgiveness. That perhaps there's one or two things on your to-do list that you haven't ticked off, and that's okay. You've got chickweed, growth, and this gives me real resilience and change, okay? I was saying in another pile, this chickweed gives me a flannel flower feeling, and they are flowers that you often find on craggy coastal cliff tops that survive any kind of weathering and beating and wind, right? They're really resilient, but the 5 on this is giving me big change energy. Something needs to change here for you to maintain this sense of stability and this strength of yours that is your stability. You've got Inala, loyalty. You may be feeling loyal to work, loyal to the people around you, and you've organized everyone else to have their break, but it's time for your turn. And then you've got Austral Bugle, cleansing. It's your turn, or otherwise things are going to start to get messy and muddled. And that might be your brain, right? With all the 7 of Swords energy here. Your brain might start playing some tricks on you. And you do realize that. It's a mental thing. I did say mental health day. Let's get some more information. So the blessing is here that the time will come for you to have your stillness. The time will come. And in that stillness, you'll connect to your breath. You'll let go of emotional blockages. You'll let go of distress. You'll let go of overwhelm. I see it going down the drain. And then the universe comes in, and the universe allows things to happen. The universe will start co-creating with you again. And I think it's really going to help your digestion. This might be really causing like a knot in the pit of your stomach. It might be giving you some heartburn or something like that. You're just like, oh, how am I going to enjoy Christmas and like all the yummy foods? How am I going to enjoy a holiday if I can't stomach? There's something about like stomaching. Yeah, I do feel there's a blockage. But your breath will clear the energy. I'm really getting like you need to breathe deep into that stomach, into your gut. And so there's something about like pulling your core in and then breathing into that gut space to move the particles of distress and stress and emotions that's stored there. And I feel like the weight will be lifted off your shoulders. Like 100 deep belly breaths a day is something that we all should aspire to, and in a way that is letting go. It's letting the universe flow through you again. And your gut is your second brain, so it makes sense that there's this brain fog possibly going on, this sneakiness, this scattered energy, and it's playing tricks on you, because the 7 of Swords is a sneaky kind of energy. You may be stumbling on your words as well. And it's a signal for you to take this time. Yeah, you've got limitless potential, and you normally have limitless energy, but you need to let go of a few things in order to have a little reset for yourself, because you are a blessing unto your own like stability just by being the Virgo that you are, right? But even a car needs an oil change every now and then. Even a Tesla needs to be plugged back in again every now and then. Okay? So you might be a powerful, all-go-getting, incredible, ambitious, courageous person, but you also need to have a break. You realizing this is such a gift, because I feel like everyone else around you is going to be like, oh, thank God. It's not that you're annoying, but I just feel like they might feel bad because you're working so hard. Interesting. Receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Yeah, and like we did eventually hit the sun when we went down the rabbit hole in the bottom deck energy, right? And I feel like this person is like, oh, I receive the sun. I receive all the blessings that are coming to me once I have this little break. And this has been a theme for quite a lot of the groups at the moment, is just letting go, letting yourself have a rest. But I do feel like there's so much brightness when you come out of this dark cave. You just need to like pull down the blinds and there'll be so much brightness for you to receive when you come out the other end. Limitless. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. And look at your hands. There's so much for you to receive. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 hands here, all receiving different butterflies. There's going to be like a ripple effect of transformation for you. And this forgiveness might be triggering all of this as well. And the forgiveness, I think we do hold a lot of emotional, I'm not going to say the word trauma, but I need to think of a better one. We hold a lot of emotional baggage in also our gut and also our sacral chakra. So I feel like there's a forgiveness around how you've been treating your body, what you've been eating, things you've been doing right, things you've been doing wrong. But you have limitless potential to change this because you are the Queen of Pentacles. Anything is possible with you. Faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. The honey eater is really enjoying this lotus, like, yum, 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 right? Have faith that everything is going to work out. Everything is going to be fine because you've let go and you're able to receive, because everything is indeed out of control and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. Amazing. Give me more information about the blessing. These 2 cards were sitting right there. So I'm going to take those because normally when they get stuck to something, I think it's part of the message. Yeah. There's a real passion that it needs to be reignited within you after you have this break. That's your biggest blessing, is there's going to be a fire relit, I feel, from your gut knowing. I feel like your gut is a knowing, but also literally in your gut, a fire will be relit. And I feel like it's your metabolism having a kickstart. But I also feel a fire is going to be lit with abundance, okay? Because it's sitting over the Queen of Pentacles. When you let go, when you have this little moment, you're actually allowing the universe to do that co-creation with you. And you're allowing it into your manifestations, right? You're allowing to move with it. And like you might have a plan and a strategy, but when we invite the universe to play and to engage, there might be so much more in store for you. We just don't know. And we can put a cap and we can limit ourselves, but you'll be limitless when you allow that fire to enter, okay? And plus, it's probably going to be much, much more than you expected. Much, much more than you expected. Simply by having a still moment, a still day, a day to yourself. Getting out of your own head. Yeah, there's a new beginning of, like, when you let go, this cleansed energy helps you to have a new beginning, a fresh start. And the Hermit can, like, appear quite death-like. So I feel like it's gone, like, okay, there's a death and rebirth. And then it's number 1. This card is number 1. And I feel like it's like, okay, moving on. Day 1 of the new year. And it's going to feel really good. It's going to feel like it's really going to be that one of those new year, new me kind of scenarios. Because I've given myself a break. And it might just be saying no to a few things. Tick, tick, tick. Yeah. I mean... No matter what, you'll get through that list. That is such a Virgo card to come out. It's ridiculous. Try not to be adding anything else. Don't let your brain trick you to add anything else, right? This plus sign is over the tricky card, the trickster. Try not to add too much more because you're already like getting through it. It's fine. You're getting through it. And you've got the motivation to see it through. You always are in the sweat equity. You're always doing the work, right? That's your blessing, being the Virgo. I said that before. But you can ignite that. You can extrapolate that. You can fire that back up, and you can have more staying power and sticking power and achievement power, right? Achievement power, abundance power, when you just get still for a little bit. It's as simple and as complex as that, because I know it's not an easy thing for you guys to do. And with that, I feel like you'll fall back in love with your life again. This could have something to do with a love relationship as well. And like actually tuning back into loving your body. Tune back into loving your body. Let go of the way you think things should be and allow them to just be. There's a very meditative energy with that. Meditative energy with that as well. You don't even know how good this receiving is going to be. This sun energy appearing like this it's not in the tarot, but it's in this like depiction of this receiving card. It's really bright. It's really beautiful. There's so much beauty to come. This is just the tiny little ignition, okay? And then the rest comes. The rest is to follow. So final blessings for Virgo. Story time. Yeah. You've been zooming, I heard. But now it's time to just cruise, float, coast. It's time to coast. Just stop for a second, okay? Just stop for a second. You might have your inner child being like, I just need to stop. Give me 5, okay? Give me 5. Putting a boundary in place, right? And you might actually be like, I gotta bounce, peace out. You might be a teacher who's overworked, but it's also tempting. It's really tempting. So follow the temptation to get out in nature. This flower looks like a happy sun as well. So like get out and get the sun on your face. See the little daisies and watch them come up. I just heard. That's an old school song, I think. Push the little daisies and watch them come up, or something like that. I just feel you like prancing or laying in long grass and just surrounded by like a field of daisies or something like that. And you might be into photography, and that might actually calm your mind a little bit. But also I feel like you've been watched. Like you feel like you've been watched to get this list done. And you want to be the observer instead of being observed all the time. Okay? Get off your phone. The phone's been ringing. It's been ringing hot. You've had a lot of people coming at you. Like this out of control. Hey, you don't even have a minute to pee, I heard. And then fruits. And a lot of people are getting this. I really feel like in the southern hemisphere anyway, like enjoy the fruits of summer, but also enjoy the fruits of your labor. Like you've put in the grind. It's okay. It's okay. In fact, we don't always look up to the person who's working the hardest and then has a heart attack, right? And just take that how it resonates, not wishing that on anyone at all. But you don't want to work yourself and sweat yourself to oblivion. No one can replicate that. No one can follow that. Like they want to follow a leader that looks after themselves and knows when to enjoy life, the sweetness of life. And again, this has to do with food. It's like maybe you need to eat more fruits. Take that how it resonates. But that's what I see for you guys. I feel like there's a lot of loving energy that is revolving around self, okay? So enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself and enjoy the quiet moments. Merry Christmas to you, Virgo. Let me know if this resonated in the comments below and share with your fellow Virgos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.